So if 1 year from today, people see you and they don't ask you a question, what happened? What it means is that you have not evolved. You may have aged, but you have not evolved. If you are the same year after year, you are not evolving. When you evolve, people will begin to ask you questions to be sure that you're the one. Am I talking to somebody? So that you don't come and we play games here. I'm trying to tell you what evolve is so that you get it. Am I talking? What does it mean to evolve? Number 2, to evolve means to shift to the next dimension or to the next level of life in such a way that people that knew you in the other level, you have left them behind. To evolve means to enter the higher level of life. How do you know that you have evolved in this second definition? The only way to know that you have evolved is the things that was a problem to you last year, when they come to you again, they are no longer a problem. That shows you have left that level to a higher level. When we were in primary 6, arithmetics, algebra was a major issue. When you enter to JSS1, JSS2, it's still the same algebra, but it's no longer a problem to you because you have climbed to the higher level. In life is governed by laws and principles. Life is not a mystery. It is only a mystery to the people that don't understand the operating guidelines. If you understand the operating guidelines of life, you will stand as a prince among men. Not because you're better than anybody, but because you understand the working principles of life. And because you understand it, you are able to apply it where others cannot apply it. Am I communicating to somebody? So when they say somebody has evolved, what it means is that you have left the level you were before to a higher level. You don't need to pray for the battles you fought at that lower level because you have evolved. Am I communicating? If you're going from here to the airport and there is traffic, when you climb the plane, are you praying for traffic again, against traffic again? Is there still traffic? Of course there's still traffic, but you are no longer at that level. So the problems that would have weighed you down normally, because you have evolved, the problems come and you're smiling. Is this one a problem? Am I talking to somebody? Yes, if the same problem that battled you 2-3 years ago is battling you today, what it means is that you are still on the same level. You have not evolved. Am I talking to somebody? So when I say evolve, so you will understand exactly what I mean. What is the third exposition of evolve? To evolve means to bring out a new aspect of yourself. Architect Mo, are you a singer like this? And you're singing. Since when did you start singing? I never knew you to be a singer. I knew you to be a presenter and a leader. But the kind of way you are singing, how? When you evolve, a new part of you that people haven't seen showcases. Do you know that there are various versions of us that never show itself till we go to the grave. You didn't even know you had this aspect in you. And because you did not evolve, those things died with you. You didn't even know that as you are, you can lead a state. I know I'm a leader in my business, but I didn't even know I can govern a state. Because you did not evolve, those aspects of you never showed up. When you evolve, new dimensions of you begin to come out. Is Saul among the prophets? Is Saul also a prophet? Is this man also a billionaire? Is this person a real estate mogul? I thought he was just... Is this one also inventing cars? Why? Because all of a sudden, you have evolved. Tell your neighbor, I will evolve. I will evolve. Now the question is this. How many of us were here, evolved last year? Let me see your hand. The question you're going to ask yourself is, have I truly evolved? That's the question. Don't answer. Answer it in your heart. Have I truly evolved? That's the question. We are not here to joke around. Will I was here last year evolved. I am here. Am I truly evolved? Do people see me and they recognize me? Are people not shocked? Is my life relatively the same? Are the challenges I'm facing 1 year ago the same challenges I'm facing today? Are there aspects of my life that has been showcased within the last 1 year? If the answer is no, that means even though you came for evolve, you did not evolve. When I talk about evolve, there are 3 areas of evolving. The first area is in the physical, is in your physical stature. If I want my body to evolve, I don't need to come to this meeting. Where will I go to? The gym. Straight up. Go and pay one coach and start carrying iron. And in 1 year, when I come out, I'll be walking like this. People, Ambassador, what happened? What's your body? What? You guys don't, if I stay in the gym for 1 year, spend like 4-5 hours every day for 1 year, 1 year later, I won't be, you can't recognize me. Am I talking to somebody? Because my body would have evolved. Hello? So if I want the evolving of the body, I don't need to come here. I will hit the local gym. I may not even need to hit local gym. I'll just go and buy dumbbells, buy 1 or 2 things, put at the backyard of my house. Every morning by 5 o'clock, me and the iron will start working. Am I communicating? So I didn't come here for body evolve. If you want to evolve, go to the gym. If you want your body to evolve, go to the gym. The second area of evolving is the mind. You see, people think they came here for the evolving of the mind. But not really. You didn't come here for the evolving of the mind. Because if you want your mind to evolve, go to school. Go and read books. Go to libraries. Sit down and begin to read. Am I communicating to somebody? So people think, oh, I came here. No, you did not come here for your mind to evolve. Because the evolving of the mind, just like the body, doesn't happen in 2 days. The evolving of the mind takes a period of time. So when you go to school, you study for 4 years, 5 years, you get a degree. It takes a period of time. So it's not something that happens in 2 days. Just like the evolving of the body does not happen in 2 days, the evolving of the mind does not happen in 2 days. So you did not come here necessarily for your mind to evolve. If it was for your mind to evolve, there are books to be read. There are several books. Go online, go to Google, you read until you tire. So why did you come here? You came here not for your body to evolve, not for your mind to evolve. You came here for your spirit to evolve. What does the body need to evolve? Good food and exercise. Am I communicating? What does the body need to evolve? Good food, and if you eat well and you do exercise well, your body will evolve. I'm sure we all know Ashton Hill, right? Abi, that's his name. I used to run and he will show you his body. He took good food, not account, good food and exercise. Start eating good food like him and start exercising, your body will evolve. For your mind to evolve, what do you need for your mind to evolve? Reading and continuous reading and learning. Not just reading, but learning. When you learn, your mind evolves. Learning comes as a result of reading. So what you need is books, libraries. Pay for courses online. Pay for degrees. Do your masters, do your PhD. And over time, your mind will evolve. Now, what do you need for your spirit to evolve? What does your spirit eat? Your spirit does not eat bole, vegetable soup. Your spirit does not eat books. What your spirit needs to evolve is called knowledge. Somebody say knowledge. And I've said this several times. Knowledge is different from information. What your spirit needs to evolve is called light. Somebody say light. Let me tell you what light is all about, or knowledge. How many of you are here today because you came to our Grace to Grace event? Let me see a hand. And in that Grace to Grace event, something just happened to you. And you said, I will succeed in this business. How many of you are like that? Let me see a hand. So what happened in that event is that your spirit caught light, awareness, knowledge. And because of it happens in an instant of the moment. Some of you, it is now as I'm talking, something will happen to you that even you know you cannot fail in life. Nobody gave you money, but there's a knowing that you know, if it's this thing, forget it, I will succeed. It is your spirit that has evolved. Am I talking to somebody? And once that happens, you are so sure. You see, I tell people, when your spirit catches something, people are asking you, how do you know? You say you know. Everyone tells you, why are you doing this business? You've done it for 2 years, you can't even buy a shirt. Everything cognitively doesn't make sense, but your spirit, it makes sense because it caught it. There's a reality that it caught. It's just like physically, this is a phone or this is a pen. My body understands that this is a pen. You can't convince the body otherwise. This is a pen and I'm holding a pen. So if you try to convince me I'm not holding a pen, you're making a mistake. And I will know something, 2 plus 2 is 4. You can't convince me otherwise that 2 plus 2 is 4 if it's in the normal binary term. If you're calculating using the normal binary, 2 plus 2 is 4. You can't I know it. If you're arguing that with me, you're wasting your time and my time. Because you can't convince me that 2 plus 2 is not 4. So the same way my body knows I'm holding this pen and you cannot diffuse it. The same way my mind knows 2 plus 2 is 4, it cannot diffuse it. The same way when your spirit catches light, you just know it like you know it. You cannot touch it physically because it's not in the physical sense. You cannot explain it cognitively because it doesn't make logical sense. But your spirit has grabbed a reality as strong and as real as your body has touched this pen. Am I talking to somebody? The people that succeed in life are people whose spirit have grabbed a reality. When I left the bank to do this business, everybody was telling me, are you okay? How can you leave First Bank since 1894? Who does that? Is it that you kept some people you want to go and sign up? And true to us, I did not keep anybody I want to go and sign up. Everybody here is on one leg. I don't know 99% of the people here, including even Dr. Mba, when I left the bank. And it makes cognitive sense. Why would you leave the salary that they are paying you and you shut it down and you want to go and start chasing to get to one? Have you even done marketing before? No. Have you even seen somebody that is succeeding in it in Nigeria where you are? No. Can you even talk? At that time, I couldn't even talk to save my life. No. Are you a people's person? No. I don't even like being around people then. So, why would you leave the bank that is paying you salary, at least you're sure of this one, and you shut it down, and you want to go and put your whole life? Child! They have brainwashed this man. That's what they were telling me. It didn't make any sense. And truly, logically, it didn't make any sense. But my spirit person caught the reality that I can be financially free through this. It was as real as me holding this microphone. So trying to convince me out of it was a waste of time. Am I talking to somebody? You know why most of us have not succeeded? Our spirit man hasn't caught anything. You're operating with the level of your mind. So that's why I come and say, but see now, you invited 100 people now, only people will sign up. Even those people will have quit. And you're operating from the level of your logical sense. That's the limited life. There's only so far you can catch. The person that developed this microphone, that found this light bulb, they didn't operate at that level. The people that planted the planes in the sky, they didn't operate at... In fact, their father, the Wright brothers, their father came back and told them, I'm coming from Engineering Society of America meeting, where it was confirmed that no metal object can fly. And the boys, the Wright brothers, are telling him, we want to... Our project is to bring out a metal object that can fly in the sky. Like these boys, what are you guys smoking? And no matter what happened, they couldn't be dissuaded because their spirits caught something. They caught light. So even though you physically cannot discern it, you can't convince them otherwise. Am I talking to somebody? So when I say I came here to do surgical operation, I'm not a medical doctor like Dr. Tony and Dr. Mba. So I'm not touching your body. I'm also not a lecturer. So I didn't come here to teach you anything. I came to talk to your dimensions so that your spirit can catch light and evolve. Yes, sir. Am I talking to somebody? Yes, so how many of you want to evolve? Say, I want to evolve. So the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you how to evolve. Hello? There are 4 keys on how to evolve. There are 4, and as I'm speaking, I'm not speaking to your body. I'm not speaking to your mind. I'm speaking to your spirit. You know, most of us, we don't understand these things, so we take care of our body and we're looking, oh, great. You dress properly, you know, but don't dress properly and your mind is thinking. Don't. I'm not saying you shouldn't dress well, all right? I'm not dressing badly myself. But don't dress well at the expense of your mind. Some people, what they put on in their body is millions of naira or thousands of naira, but in their library, they've not brought out 20,000 to buy a book. If you tell them buy it, they say 20K. 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 What did the book want to teach me? But that same evening, they will carry 20K and watch movie. Sinners. Thank you. They carry their friends, their babe or their guy, whatever. Or let's go. They will go to Sinners, spend 20K, and they come out and they're happy. But to pay 20K to watch a movie, to buy a book, is a problem. Some people that were supposed to be seated here, how much is the ticket for this event? 30,000. It will shock you that some people that should have been here. 30K is too much. Every time these people are 30K. What will we get 30K? What will we get 30K? That same person will carry 60K that week and go and do her hair, do cornrows, and be okay. But 30,000 up and down. They should make this in. So, are they subsidizing it for us? Are they subsidizing it for us? When they subsidize to 15K, I can try. But they will still use double that money. Do you know why? They don't understand the laws that govern life. If they understand it, they won't make such mistakes. Just like a medical doctor. As a medical doctor, there are certain things you cannot do because you know, if another person does it, they can excuse that person. But you as a doctor, there are certain things they don't expect you to do. Why? Because you understand the laws that govern the medical field. Am I talking to somebody? So I'm going to show you 4 keys to evolve before my time goes off. The first key to evolve is the number 1 cardinal culture of CT1FG. What's the number 1 cardinal culture? You see, the greatest mistake you can make in this life is to think that everything you see is the way they are. You become a victim. Is to think that you're playing on equal terms. You're deluded. In the marketplace, it is not only human beings that play there. Spirits play there as well. If you think, you know, I can look at this person and say, come, and say, let us fight physically. And I look at him and I say, anyhow, I will still. But if you assume that he's only fighting physically and everybody is fighting physically, you know yourself, you don't know the other person. The moment you want to start fighting and he opens his, not him, because he's not into that, and maybe he opens his shirt and I see a red tortoise. Do you think I'll say, yeah, let's fight? I will just, sorry sir. So, am I communicating? I don't know what's for him. In the world, It is not, the players are not only human beings. Spirits are heavily involved. That is why you will do everything you will do, and nothing seems to be working. Let nobody tell you these are superstitious beliefs. Are you not educated? Let nobody deceive you. Even the person that is telling you knows that he cannot enter a shrine. If they tell him this is a shrine, he cannot go and clear it. He's telling you all this is a superstition. If he sees a shrine, if he sees the masquerade, he will not go and fight the masquerade. So he has the intelligence to know that these people are human beings, but there's something they are working with. If somebody comes out with a red thing in their eyes, that same person is telling you don't be superstitious, will not go and slap that person. He will avoid that person. But it will be, you see, spirits are involved in the marketplace. So you'll be grossly disadvantaged to be playing in that same place without spiritual consciousness, without connecting your maker. Because you want to work hard. I can present. I can share questionnaires now. It's hard to work. I can work hard. You're a joker. You're a joker. If you are struggling, nobody looks at you. But the moment you want to evolve, who goes there? Who goes there? In this lineage, nobody has made it out. What are you trying to do? That is when you will know that you need your maker more than your intelligence. A lot of people have become victims because they don't understand this principle that they need their maker. Somebody, the same thing that killed your grandfather in the same month, killed your father in the same month, killed your uncle in the same. What kind of coincidence is that? So what do you do if you must evolve? You must connect to spirituality, connect to God. This is not a church or a mosque, so I cannot tell you how to do that. You already know how to do that. However you bring your God into your affairs, you must intentionally, deliberately bring God into the affairs of your life if evolving is a priority. Am I talking to somebody?
Sure.
On the first of every month, the Holy Spirit will take a fast. Don't play with that fast. Don't play with things like that. If you're a Christian, whatever you're doing, everybody knows about God. If you're here, you're saying there's no God, it's not you I'm talking to. Everybody, I believe, believes that there is a God. Look for ways to connect with that God if you must evolve. Am I speaking to somebody?
Yeah, direct.
I won't talk much on that one because this is not a preaching. The second step of evolving is what I call defining your vision. Somebody say defining your vision. If you must evolve, you must know what you want to evolve into. Not knowing what you want to evolve into shows that you can never evolve. What does success mean to me in 2026? It must be clear, very clear. In terms of physical, in terms of mental, in terms of business, in terms of family, on all fronts, you must know what you are evolving into. Let me take physical, for example. If you want to develop 6 packs, you must have a picture in your mind of somebody that has 6 packs. Am I communicating? And that picture is what motivates you to go to the gym or to do your crunches. Hello. It's in this generation that people don't have any vision. Tell somebody, what do you want? I want to succeed. I want to succeed. What does success mean to you? They can't actualize. I want to have money. No. I'm doing well. No. You must have a defined vision of where you want to go, how you want to be 1 year from today, 2 years from today. It must be so. If you ask me what I want to be at the end of the year, I can paint it on a canvas for you. If you ask me the next dimension, it is so clear that I can't mistake it for anything. What does success mean to you? Exactly this. Then what you need to do is you begin to intentionally picture what success means to you. It was so clear that anything less than freedom, I'm not buying it. What does freedom mean to me? I come to a day that I have so much teammates that I wake up in the morning, I don't have to do anything, I am making money. I have leaders everywhere scattered all over my DTC that I don't have to do anything. I don't have to cough. I don't even have to talk here. I'm the last speaker here, so I didn't even need to come here. This event was already a success on its own. That is what freedom means. I understood it. It was clear. What do you evolve into? It must be clear to you. And when it is clear, you must make a mental picture of it in such a way that even you cannot deny it. What I am doing. You picture, by that time I should be making like 20 million naira, 25 million naira monthly, and they are all running on their own, and they are trying to become nations on their own. Wow. That means if I want to do an event, I should be looking for a hall that can sit like 1,500, 2,000, and I gather all my people. And all those my leaders will wear suits, and they will now sit in front just like my leader, and they will just call me. And as they're calling me, I'll now be climbing the stage, and they'll be shouting. And I would say, everybody here is in my team. And I say, wow. A time will come, me too will have my own workout song. And as I'm coming, I'm playing that workout song. And as I'm coming everywhere, everybody's excited. In that meeting, the least income earner is 500,000. In fact, the criteria for that meeting is that you must be earning 500,000 naira. And the only people that earn at least 500,000 were able to make it to that meeting. And there were like over 2,350 people there. And I come. And guess what? There are under 20 different legs in my DTC. And you picture it so clear. So clear. You envision it. It's so clear. This is what I want to become. Together, several years ago, that I've been willing to address thousands and thousands of people. It's because I began to evolve by having a clear picture of what I want. Am I speaking to somebody? If you don't know where you want to go to, how will you know when you get there? Am I communicating? And when you know what you want, it will restrict you. You see, the reason some of you are getting discouraged is because you don't know what you want is not clear. When the direction is clear, when you know I'm going to Wuse Market, you can't divert to Lokogoma. No. Your mind is fixed on that location. So I challenge everybody here. As you live here, have a clear, think about it, picture it, verbalize it, think about it. When you're so intoxicated with that thought, trust me, the universe will have no option but to make it come to pass for you. Am I talking to somebody? Yeah. It's just a matter of time. It's too clear. I've seen myself flying all over the world, drop here, pick here, go here. Maybe in 2 days, I've flight like 4 or 5 different nations in my private jet. I have seen it. It's too clear. Even the color and the branding of that jet, I have seen it. Am I talking to you? Whatever you envision, you give birth to. Whatever your mind can see. You see, when your mind is see, don't just say after today you will stop. Some of us will finish the vision board, tomorrow we'll forget it. It has to be something continuous until you conceive it and you now give birth to it. Will come. If you are not a member, there will be no ruling party. The ruling party is City One Energy. If you are not in City One Energy, are you in Nigeria? That's what they're asking you. You see, a time will come, if you are not in City One FG, they ask, are you in Burkina Faso? Are you sure you're in Nigeria? It will be a criteria, just like they say, if you want to get a job, you must have NYSC, you must have done NYSC, Abi. It will be a member of City One FG, Diamond Project is going to be a criteria for certain things. We will take this nation by storm. It's as dawn, as dawn. It's not, there is no iota of doubt because I'm conceiving it and I'm betting it. You think you're here because I betted this thing, you're saying it was betted now. It was betted. Most of the things that's happening today, I conceived and I betted it in my business. The third key. The third key to evolve. Do you want to know what the third key is? What's the first key? What's the second key? In that first key, what it means is that sometimes in a month, take out some hours and do spiritual practice. That's what it means. Don't just say, Oluwa, you don't say I'm now. Now your hand will there. It's not like that though. God, you know now, you know our number one cardinal culture is commit our business to God. I don't commit them for you. No! You must bring out tangible time to invest in spirituality. That's what I mean. Let me put it clear. So shall I go to church every Sunday? Shall I go to mosque every Friday night? No! You must bring out tangible time for your spiritual connection. Then you must envision where you're going to. So clear that convincing you otherwise is a joke. Then the third key. Are you ready to hear it? If you do the first one, if you use the first key, and you use the second key, and you don't use this third key, your state is on your state. If you do the first, see, I tell people, if you do the first key, do the second key, you see this third key, it's like, let me tell you, it's like when I was working in the bank, you have the vault, you have the key to the vault, you have the bank key, you have the branch key, and you have the vault key. So the bank key opens the gates. Without entering the gates, nothing. So you have the key, open the gates. Usually it's the security people that opens the gate. Or when you come, they recognize you as an official staff, they open the gate for you. Then when you now enter, you now have the branch key that opens the door to the branch. Because it can be in the gates. Everybody enters the gates, but not everybody enters the branch. So you enter into the branch. But if you have the bank key, the bank premises key, and you have the bank branch key, if you don't have the vault key, you cannot withdraw money. Do you understand? So this key is very important. In fact, it's the most important piece of the puzzle. But if you have the vault key, if you don't have the bank key, the bank premises, will they enter the bank? If you don't have the branch key, will they enter the branch? So if you have this key, I'm going to tell you, I don't have 1 and 2, it is still limited. Do you understand? If you have 1 and 2, I don't have this one, you are in your state. Do you want to know what the third key is? Are you ready? The third key is embrace Come, let me embrace you. Come, let me embrace you. Come, so you can see it. So you see the third key. But this is a cap, makes sense. The plane. Embrace suffering. So are you? What did I hear? Let me say it again. Embrace what? You must embrace it. I didn't say welcome it. I say embrace means, you know, when you see, hey, you run towards it and embrace suffering. You want to evolve. You don't want to embrace suffering. You dey play. Now listen to me. When you embrace suffering, it is called hard. When you decide on your own to embrace suffering, it is called hard work. When circumstances give you suffering, it is called hardship. If on your own you decide to embrace suffering, it is called hard work. But when the circumstances of life give you suffering, it is now called hardship. When you embrace suffering on your own willingly, it is called discipline. When you allow the issues of life to give you suffering, it is called punishment. Hello? How many of us wake up and will do exercise? You do press up. If I decide to do 20 press ups here, you do it. But when the mopo is telling you to do press up, it now becomes punishment. Do you understand? If you decide to take it up on yourself, even though you're sweating, it's called discipline. It's called hard work. You're doing the press up on your terms. Am I talking to somebody? But when you don't embrace it and life gives it to you, it becomes hardship or it becomes punishment. We're in a generation that does not want to suffer and you want to evolve. You're joking. You're joking. Don't even deceive yourself. If you are not willing to embrace suffering willingly, forget about evolving. Ambassador, what do you mean by embrace suffering? This generation that wants everything done the easy way. You can't evolve that way. Have you ever seen somebody that became a champion without evolving, without suffering? It's not possible. Check it now. No, check it now. No, check it. You want to win Champions League, you want to become a champion, and you did not suffer. I'm calling it suffering so that I can bring it home. But when you embrace it, it's still suffering, but it's hard work. When a generation of people want to wake up on silk sheets, and you want to evolve, no. Let nobody deceive you. I didn't get here by lounging. I got here by suffering. But I didn't count it as suffering because I embraced it, so it was hard work for me. Am I communicating? But we must leave this mentality of easy goes it. You wake up and you are 40 years old and nothing. How come you are 35? When you are 25, you are saying, it's not my portion. How come you are now 35? It's still not your portion. Can't you see that this thing doesn't work? Can't you see? 5 years ago, you are squatting. 5 years later, you are in one bedroom. Is that how you want to? It doesn't work. You must change your mentality and embrace suffering. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah. Easy, everybody be rich. It's not easy. You see this generation, that somebody will come and say, I invited 3 of my friends. They say what I'm doing is a scam. And no, my mental health. And you want to evolve? You want to evolve? Did our parents talk about mental health? Those guys were trekking for hours, going to the market, going to the farm. They were suffering. Mental health, mental health, mental health. Do you know, can you imagine, in my life, I've not even seen a police station. It's in this business that somebody came and called me police. In fact, I'm not doing it again, no, because I went to the police station and I spent 3 days. I won't do it again. And you want to evolve? No, go to your bed, drink cold water and be lying down under silk sheet and be hoping that one day you will evolve. You will never evolve that way. Never see the light of the day if pressure doesn't come on it. You will carry it to the grave. You didn't even know that you are such a real estate mogul because the slightest thing you want to do, fear will catch you. Let me protect. You see, let me take care of myself. You are taking care of your mental health. With your sound mental health, you will die in penury. Even though your good mental health will go to 6 feet waste. If we say, gone are the days, when we do jail leaders meeting when we started, we'll fix a time for the meeting, there's no end. Sometimes we'll come by 7, 8, it's till the following day until we trash out issues. Nobody's going home. Yeah, all the challenges came, you come, just like in primary school, you conquered everything, you solved all the problems. When you now take that further community chance or whatever, you now become, enter the second, you have evolved. When the same problems come to you, you start laughing. Is this one mathematics? Is this one problem? Solve a problem. Is this one problem? Because I've evolved. But when a generation of people running, this is what you're supposed to be wielding. It is you that's supposed to be having a team this. But when the challenges came, you ran away because you're protecting yourself from suffering. You don't want pressure. If they show you that people have died because you have not risen to your potential, you understand that we're not joking here. I came here to speak to people's dimensions. My time is almost up. I came here to speak to people's dimensions. So that as your spirit hears the echo of my voice, something will tamper with your spirit. So when you want to wake up again by 8 o'clock, something said, no, I cannot be going to work by 8 o'clock. But listen to me. My time is up. Listen to me very carefully. Go with these 3. Consult your God, have a clear-cut vision, and go to the trenches, guys. Do what you have not done before. Come to a point where rejection, they're waiting with the chop as food. We chop it as food. We eat it, use it for fuel for the journey. When we get tired and we're weak, we look for our food. Our food is weak.